Hello there and welcome, amazing business owners. I have a short little mini episode for you today that is something that has been weighing on me. I feel like sometimes I don't share everything here. Not because I don't want to, but just because I feel like no one wants to hear it. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever gone to write a blog post and everything that's coming to mind, you're like, no one wants to hear that. No one cares. And I want to first tell you that that's not necessarily true, that people want to know you and understand you as a person. And I know that I always tell my students that, and I believe it full force, like with all my heart. And I know that my clients want to know that too. And I've gotten better about that with my clients. But when it comes to my students, I want to make sure that I'm offering you crazy value all the time. I want you to be successful and I want to help you get there. So when it comes to this personal stuff, I'm like, no one wants to hear that. And I know in my brain that that's not true. So I wanted to record a small mini episode to kind of give you an idea of where I'm at and the things that I want to share with you, but I didn't think you wanted to know. So here we go. I guess if you don't want to know it, then you can turn the episode off. But if you do, then keep listening. So first, I want you to know that I am a full-time working photographer with a successful studio in Denver. And there are things in my business that I have mastered, but guess what? I'm still human and life still happens. And because I am a working photographer and so many educators are not, I have other priorities. I have to take care of my clients and I have to take care of my family. And there are so many other things pulling at my attention. And quite frankly, for the last few months, I felt really guilty about that. I felt like I haven't been able to show up fully for any of my roles in my life. And it's been very upsetting for me. And I'm to the point now where I'm just going to accept it and I'm going to give everyone what I have. And it is what it is, right? So teaching and helping other photographers is kind of my side job, while working with clients is my full-time job. Well, I work with clients 2 days a week, but running my business is my full-time job. That is something that is very near and dear to my heart, and it actually comes second to my family. So I have so many things pulling at my attention, and I'm sharing this with you because you might be in the same place. Also, as I record this, it's June right now, and I have school-age children and craziness. And on top of that, there's some drama with my son's school, and we're probably going to have to switch schools, which just adds to the list of to-dos, right? I have to go to all these schools, figure it out, and it's not impossible. I know that I'll figure it out, but there's just a lot of time that needs to be spent in doing these things. Family is my top priority, and I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but I've done a program called the Transformational Coaching Program with Jim Fortin. I can try and link it in the show notes, but I've done it 3 times, and every single time when we talk about core values, family is always right near the top. So family is super important to me. My kids are super important to me. My clients are super important to me. And teaching and affecting and impacting your life and your business is also really important to me. So why am I recording this? Why do you care? Why am I sharing this with you? Because you might be going through something very similar right now. Maybe you're a mom and trying to make this business thing work, and there's chaos all around you. Kids spilling things, breaking things, bickering. Maybe you're working during nap time or on a laptop out back in the backyard, trying to be a mediator between 2 kids that are fighting over something that you just want to roll your eyes at. I've been there. I understand. Or maybe you're working full time and wondering if you will ever get to a point where you can be full time in your own business. And that's huge. I actually have 2 friends that just resigned their full-time jobs to take their business full-time, and that is huge. Maybe you have a family member that needs extra care right now. Maybe you have a new baby or a sick parent or something like that, and something else demands your attention right now, and you cannot give your full attention to your business. And I want you to know that you are not alone. that even when you have reached your revenue goals, your full-time goals, like I have, that there's still life. Life happens. There are things that will come your way that you're going to have to put your dreams on hold for temporarily. Challenges come up. You may have a really, really, really high where you're feeling like you've got everything under control and you're like, I have so got this. I am kicking ass. I'm doing amazing. And then you'll have this really low where you feel like you just want to burn it all down. Like, why am I even doing this? I want you to know that no matter where you're at in your business, that these feelings are normal. You are normal. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are perfect right now, just as you are. And I don't mean perfect in that you never make mistakes, because we all know that that is not realistic. I mean perfect at doing your best and doing what you need to do exactly where you are. You are exactly where you're supposed to be at this time in your life, and there is nothing wrong with you. You are where you're supposed to be. Do not look at someone else's journey. Do not look at someone else's destination. Don't compare yourself to someone else, because guess what? You might be comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. You might be looking at those nights that you work late, crying because you don't understand something. And girl, I have been there, okay? I have been in tears over things that seem so simple to everyone else. And then I just don't get it. And I don't understand why. And so, man, I just break down. I feel you. I understand. This is normal. You are exactly where you're supposed to be for a reason. And I want to encourage you today and share with you where I'm at, because sometimes I need to hear these things too. And someone told me once that as teachers, we often teach what we most need to hear. And so sometimes when I need to hear something, I'll share it with you too, because chances are I know I'm not alone. I know someone out there is feeling overwhelmed or feeling like they don't have the time to put into something right now. And I know so many motivational people are like, well, if you really want the time, you can make it. And that is true most of the time. But there are also times that there are other things that are grabbing your attention. It's just life. It happens. And I want you to know that you are not alone. So, welcome to the summer. This is a little mini episode. I wanted to give you something bite-sized that you can listen to while the kids are driving you crazy. You can just take a few minutes and go hide in the bathroom and listen, and just take a deep breath with me. Ready? In and out. You are exactly where you need to be right now. And tomorrow might be a different place. You might need something else. You might be doing something else, and that's okay too, because life is chaos and chaos is beautiful, and you are beautiful, and you can do anything that you set your mind to. So I'm going to ask you for a little bit of grace in responses and everything, because right now is a crazy season in my own life, and I'm going to give you a little bit of grace too, and ask that you give yourself some grace. You are amazing, and you can make this happen, and I'm so excited to see how you impact others' lives and how you change the world with your work and your business. Have a wonderful day, and I promise we have some more amazing content coming to you very soon.